What's up, everybody? Belligerent here with another Bloodline video. Today we're looking at Ascension. I've had some requests for an Ascension walkthrough, so let's talk about Ascension. Ascension is the act of increasing your character's star level, which allows you to have more stats. Let me give you an example here. Okay, let me grab some money so I can kind of show you. All right, so you have level limitations based on your star level. So like right here, I have a level one, or I have a 1-star champion here. So with a 1-star champion, the highest I can go to is level 40. If I try to go beyond level 40, it tells me to ascend the character, right? Because level 40 is where it chops off. And basically, it is 40 levels for every star. So here's a 2-star champion. I can get it up to level 80 before it tells me I need to ascend it. So 3-star would be 120, a 4-star would be 160, a 5-star would be 200, etc., etc. Okay, so that's the reason that you need to ascend your champions, is so you can level them higher. Because otherwise you're not going to be able to keep up with the different levels in the campaign. So in order to ascend champions, you need to come over here to the altar. Now you'll hit a certain spot in the campaign that kind of walks you through it. So you should know how to get there by now. Okay, so when we come into the champion ascension, the first thing I always like to do is I change it off of power and I change it to stars, because you're going to use similar star champions to do your ascension as opposed to power. Like, power is kind of meaningless in this, other than knowing which one is stronger, but you should already know that. Oh, one tip, because I've seen people talk about ascending the wrong characters, losing the characters, whatever. So if you go into your champions, right? So this is my main DPS. I do not want, and I can't because she's such high level, but anyways, I don't want her going anywhere. So if you see up in the upper right-hand corner, right above where it says marriage, there's a little golden lock symbol. So if I tap that lock, it's locked. Now I can't use her for Ascension. Let me show you a little bit better. So I have a whole bunch of these here. So if I lock this particular champion, right? And then we come back into the altar. And then I try to ascend one of these. You should see. It's not telling. Oh, I know what I gotta do. So if I do this, okay, there you go. You see it where it says champion locked. See, I can't use that champion because I just locked her in my champion screen. So if there's champions that you want to make sure don't disappear, because remember, or keep in mind, if you don't know, once you ascend a champion, they're gone. You lose them forever. You're basically dissolving them into the new champion. Okay, so other things to know is so let's just start from the basics in case you forget, or the tutorial walkthrough. So if you want to ascend a champion, say I want to ascend this champion, it's going to tell me below it what I need to ascend it to the next level. So this is a 3-star champion. You see below there, it says I need another 3-star champion. Okay. Now the mask means I can use any 3-star champion of the same class. You see the upper left-hand corner, it has the warrior class symbol. So it has to be any 3-star warrior. Now it will automatically select one for you that fits the requirements. But if you don't want to use that one, you can tap on it like I did here, and it will show you all of the champions that fit that requirement. Okay. If you're wondering which champions you have the correct number of to ascend, it shows you the little red diamond in the upper right hand corner. All of these I can ascend based on what champions I have. Okay, now I've cautioned you in another video. If you haven't watched it yet, go check out my 5 mistakes not to make. But don't just run through here and ascend every champion that you can possibly ascend, because then you're going to get stuck with champions that you don't want, ascended to levels that you can't use, or you won't have, when you actually do get a good, let's say you get a good mythic or a good legendary champion that you want to use. Well, if you blow through here and you just ascend everything because they were available to be ascended, now you won't have the fodder that you need to ascend an actual decent champion. Okay, so what do we need to ascend? Well, if it's a 1-star, you need three. I'm sorry, you need a total of 3, but you'll need 2 additional 1-stars to ascend it to a 2-star. Okay, if you're ascending 2 stars to 3 stars, then you're going to need 2 additional 2-stars. Okay. Now, if you're ascending a 3-star champion to a 4-star, you only need 1 additional 3-star champion. Okay. And then if you're ascending a 4-star champion to a 5-star champion like this, then it gets a little more complicated. You'll see I need one more 4-star champion that's identical, right? Now, it doesn't have to be identical in rarity. You can see here I have a blue that I'm going to ascend, but I'm using a 4-star green to make that ascension happen. That's fine. The rarity does not matter. In fact, if you do it backwards, and I see lots of conversation on this, so let's clarify it right now, okay? Because there's a couple things you need to know. One of them's good, one of them's bad. Let's say I want to ascend this green one, okay? And I use the rare, so I'm going to ascend a common to 5-star, but I'm going to use this blue, the rare, to do so. Okay, now you'll see it says upgrade rarity to rare. So if I use this blue to ascend a green, it's going to change the green into a blue. The purple doesn't count because the purple isn't the same. In order to upgrade the rarity, it has to be the same exact champion, not the same clan, not the same class, the same champion. So I can't use a blue male orc warrior to make that ascension happen. I have to use a blue female orc warrior. Okay, so it has to be the same champion, higher rarity, to change the rarity. Now, here's the catch. Okay, you don't want to do that. There might come a time where you have to do that. Because let's say you're running your comp, you really like, and the comp is really working for you, and you're using an epic, in this case, we'll just use this. I'm using an epic female luxuriant. Let's say you want to do that. But in order to keep pushing the campaign levels, you need to upgrade her. Because, again, 4 stars, we're just stuck at level 160. So you keep pushing her stars like I did, and I did this I did this after, like I have him ascended. Here's the epic 2-star red warrior. All right. I even have, I'm sorry, that's not a 2-star, that's a 7-star. I even have a rare 6-star. Where is she? Here it is. So you have a rare 6-star champion. Because I love this champion, and I was using her far into the campaign, right? And at some point, if I want to upgrade that to a legendary or a mythic because I get one, then I could if I wanted to. However, I'm going to tell you, and I'm even going to show you, okay? Oops. Why you don't want to do this. Okay? I'm gonna make this little sacrifice here for you guys. Okay. So, we're going to use this blue. Hey, hang on. I don't want to use them because I'm trying to do something with that particular clan. So let's see if I have something else here. All right. So we're going to ascend no, that's 2-star. Sorry. Let me switch the stars. All right. So we are going to ascend this common male griffin with a rare male griffin. So we're going to upgrade his rarity. Okay, you're going to see this. So remember, the one with the little green check mark is the one that I'm ascending, and you can tell that because it says upgrade rarity to rare, because I'm using the blue to ascend him. The blue is down here. All right, so when I hit ascend, it's going to tell you what you're going to get. You're going to get 2 stars. His constitution, strength, and fortitude are all going to upgrade to that. Okay. Oops, I missed the button. There we go. All right, so when I ascend him, you see now my 1-star common is a 2-star rare. All right. However, here's the catch, and here's why you don't want to do this. And I think there's some people that are out there doing things like what I've done here. Like, I knew what I was doing, so these aren't necessarily mistakes, but I feel like we have people making these mistakes, right? Like, I upgraded this rare to a 6-star. Okay. I did that knowingly. I was doing it purposefully. Okay. And I want you to at least do your things purposefully. Okay. But here's the problem. Do you see my problem right now? All right. It does not upgrade your traits. So if you wait, let's say you have a rare and you want to you dumped, you didn't know better until you watched this video, or you watch, whatever. You watch some other videos, or you just figured it out yourself, right? But you upgraded a rare to like a 7 or 6 or 7 or 8-star or something like that, and you're like, I don't want to lose all those stars, so I just got the legendary. I'm going to use the legendary to upgrade the rarity. So you upgrade from a rare to a legendary. You're still going to have rare level traits. So then you're going to have to go in and you're going to have to spend all these resources, all these rings that, frankly, in the store cost you 500 diamonds. And yes, I know some of you are going to say, well, you just get a bunch of them from the campaign. You do, until you get to like 11, 12, 13 stage in the campaign, and it slows way down. All right. So you don't want to sit there and have to marry a champion 4 or 5 times because you upgraded its rarity. It's easier to ascend it than it is to merge the traits. Okay. But at least know that if you upgrade rarity, you're going to have to use marriage to upgrade all of the traits, because the traits don't upgrade. Okay. Now, new traits will be at the appropriate levels. So if you upgrade from an epic to a mythic, right, you get an additional, what is it, an additional trait, or is it an additional 2 traits? Let's see. Epics have 4 traits. Mythics have 5 traits. Okay, so you get an additional trait. So that 5th trait would be at mythic level, but all of the traits you had previously would still be there. Okay, so I don't recommend upgrading rarity unless they ever change that and it upgrades the traits. But if you do upgrade rarity, at least know what's going to happen when you do it. All right, so let's do some ascensions here, because I don't know why every once in a while I get that glitch where everything's kind of blurry. Okay, so I want to upgrade these 2 epic assassins. So I'm going to go through it. You can see how ascensions work. Okay, so I'm going to pop her in here. Let's see, what else do we have? What other choices? Okay, so now when you're ascending, when you get up to 4 stars, remember you saw that, I'm going to need duplicates of her, right? So I want to try to avoid using her if I don't have to. Okay. But I'm also going to upgrade him, so it's kind of a tricky thing here. So what I'm going to do, because I have more of her than I have of him, I'm just going to use the 2 green ones to ascend. You hit ascend, right? And then goes up a star. All right. So now let's look here. I got her. I got him. For him, I already have another blue. Oh, I have one of her too. Perfect. So actually, we're going to need those, aren't we? So let's figure this out. Like I didn't, I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't totally have this planned out because I wanted you to see the thought process of doing this as well. Okay, so I have some 1-stars here. Let's pop these together, make a 2-star. Gives me another 2-star. I don't know if we're going to be able to get all of these like fully ascended here. So what I'm seeing, and there's a 3-star female, some 2-star males, 3-star males. All right, so I'm going to let's just get both of these to 4 stars. Okay. Get him to 4-star. And get her to 4-star. All right. So we got those to 4-star now. Now, it says I can still do it, but you see, I would have to use my other epic, and I want to keep him. But I do have another 4-star female. Okay. So we need to create another 4-star that's not my epic male here. Okay. So let's pop these together. Okay, remember, I could also be using wolves, except for apparently the Lycans have an insane rarity as far as pulling them compared to these. I did some of the assassin pulls from the class-specific summoning. All right, and see, now I'm kind of stuck because I have a 3-star, I have 2-2-stars, and I have a 1-star. So I can't upgrade this 3-star any further until I find another 2-star. I think I can get a 2-star. I don't know if I have enough funds for it, though. I can get a 2-star here, but I only have 20 arena points. So we're kind of stuck right there. But hopefully that helped you understand how the Ascension works. Okay, again, I didn't have any of that planned out because I wanted you to hear my thought process as I was going through it, see how I worked through it. But I hope that you have a better understanding now of how Ascension works, and what things to ascend, what things not to ascend. Let me show you one more thing in case you're wondering. Okay, when you get up above 5 stars, right, they turn red and kind of repeat. But then you're going to start needing, you see, I need 2 4-stars of her and 3 4-stars of any mage. So it starts getting really, really expensive. Some of you have gone to 5 stars, and I've seen conversations of people saying, well, what am I going to do with all these 5 stars? Once you get to 10 stars and you're trying to get to 11 stars, you're going to need 5 stars instead of 4 stars to do all of that. So hang on to those 5 stars. Don't throw them away. You will need them when you start pushing up into the 11, 12, 13, 14s, and 15s. Okay, so if you have any questions, leave me a comment. Like this video if you want to see more guides like this. Comment, share with a friend. I'm Belligerent. Have a good one.